Ура!
Привет, дорогие наши друзья! Сегодня мы с Реюшкой собрались, чтобы посмотреть биатлон танковый 2016 года. Вы очень просили, чтобы я поставил ему биатлон 2016 года танковый. Реюшка?
Привет, друзья!
Друзьян?
Друзья!
Друзьян?
Друзья!
Привет, друзья! Ну что,
Привет,
ребята,
друзья.
поехали, смотрим. Oh, look at that intro.
So this is how Russia builds tanks now? They just bring the soldiers in, they build the tank around them? I wonder if that's how they did it in World War II.
That's exactly how they build tanks
That's what I
today.
thought.
That's a pretty cool intro. Look at that. Can you imagine if they had HUD display like that in tanks?
You know, when I was a tanker back in the day, all we had was a freaking optical sight. I didn't even get to play with the laser sights in the M1.
Wow.
Well, we didn't have an M1. I trained on the M48A5, the M60, and the M551. All the M1s were in Germany.
This is not far from Moscow, called Alabino. Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and China.
Nice! Okay, so Kazakhstan's like... So Russia's like the super...
Neon green.
Yeah, jeez.
And here's the obstacle course. How come Americans don't do this?
You know, I don't know. However, I bet if I could get a whole bunch of like old tankers from the 80s or even old tankers from the 90s and somehow get an M60, we'd be so in on this.
But that means
I'd be so in on this.
that means that Russia would have to use like a T-62,
T-62 or T-64.
not
no,
72.
wait. No, they used 72s in like what, the 1973 war?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, 72s would be perfectly acceptable. Now, I mean, the M1 didn't come out until 82. Man.
So Russia.
Even a Sheridan would be awesome in this.
You drove Sheridan.
I drove a Sheridan with the 82nd Airborne, yes.
Nice.
I've driven a 48A5, a 60, and the 551. But the M1s were not school tanks yet, so we couldn't use it. Oh man, Russia's way out front. So yeah, I only learned how to use school tanks. Now I've done the M1 simulator, but I think the simulator's a little overhyped.
Why?
Because the U.S. Army's kind of like a check-the-box army. You know, you either go or you don't go. And I think they kind of, especially with the Cold War mentality back then, they might have overhyped the M1 a little bit.
Damn, Russia's fast.
I think he was drifting.
So what do you think about the Chinese tank?
I don't know. I got to take a better look at it. I mean, he's flying.
That's a T-72, they said.
That's a T-72?
Yeah.
Powder and a sable.
This is Minister of Defense, Shoigu. Some say he might be the next president.
Interesting. Yeah, that would be a problem jumping out and then trying to button back up. You cannot disadvantage in an M60 tank trying to get into the driver's hatch. It can be done, but...
So which tank are you most familiar with? M60 or Sheridan?
Sheridan.
Sheridan?
I drove a Sheridan for 2 years.
Which one do you like better?
You always have a soft spot for the piece of equipment you drove.
The most, right?
Yeah.
So Sheridan.
Sheridan, yeah.
Oh, China's going. Look at China.
Now, I have seen the M1 in action. And I'll tell you, the M1 can do some pretty incredible things.
It is one of the greatest tanks.
It does have the most advanced fire control system, I think.
Can't mess with it.
I think the only one that has a more superior fire control system is the Leopard 2. But it's ours.
Oh, so it's American made? And
It's an American fire control system.
1,800 meters.
See, we wouldn't have to slow down on this. We'd just be flying down the road, you know, with an M1 do our windage deviation, and bam.
Yeah, so that's actually what he said, that in this exercise or part, you cannot stop. You have to be mobile as you shoot.
Yeah. But I mean,
Oh, you got it.
we'd be going at full bore. Nice shot.
Like full speed?
Yeah. Oh, I can see so much potential for this sort of stuff, though. T-34s and M18 Hellcats and Shermans.
How many of those are actually still in drivable conditions? A lot?
What? M18s? Oh, Shermans? Shoot. Shermans are like T-34s almost.
Reliable?
Plentiful.
But nobody from Europe. I don't think anybody from Europe, like Germany or England or France.
Wow.
What if you do something like this in America, where you get the invite like Mexico, Canada?
Oh, that would be like super awesome. I mean,
do you think under Trump is possible?
You know, it would be nice. Okay, so pass the tank traps into the... Oh, no. We'd have to have water in ours.
Really?
We'd have to have water in ours just so we could just, you know, yeehaw right through there and watch the water splash. I mean...
Brought to you by Bud Light, right?
I'm telling you, okay. Russian pilots and Russian tankers and Russian soldiers are insane, and that's awesome, but you know what? American troops, especially those back in the 80s, we're dipshits. We want to do stupid shit just because we can do stupid shit. Oh, the Chinese tank broke. Oh no, they're just loading up ammo. I mean, the weakest spot on any tank is a turret.
Oh!
Yeah, this would be us.
America!
The only difference is we'd be screaming, okay, spin that turret back.
Oh, Russia won this 3 times in a row, the biathlon.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, yes, yes.
Look at that, that's so pretty, huh? Tanks is powerful,
and I'm pretty sure there'd be 1 or 2 guys that'd be sitting there talking to whoever runs this and say, hey, can you like put a couple cars or automobiles or stuff, like maybe a couple of walls or something that we could smash through?
Well, Americans always want to smash everything, right?
I know, we do. We just
very peaceful nation.
We play golf.
Baseball. Which is still smashing bad. What's a peaceful sport? Like tennis?
Golf.
Golf? Because it's all slow. What about golf tank biathlon?
No.
You gotta drive, get out, and then do the pot.
Oh my god, I'd love to do this. I would do this in an M47.
What's an M47?
That's the only tank that's never seen combat in the U.S. Arsenal.
Why?
Oh, I could see so much potential with this. T-34s with Shermans. Or
you want to do World War II then?
Hellcats and KV-1s. I mean, jeez. The possibilities are endless in this.
What about Mark 1, male, female from World War 1 versus... like
how long is this show?
An hour.
Yeah, no.
We'll be watching the
it's 16 kilometers, okay? It would take all day for the freaking Mark 1 to go about halfway around. Although that would be cool.
That would be cool.
I mean,
there's only one running condition, right?
No, there's none in running condition.
No, there's one, or is it a replica?
The one in Bovington is a replica.
Oh, cheap. 22-year-old.
Oh,
Commander.
No, this would be so awesome. You got 40 and 50-year-olds in a freaking Cold War tank against all these youngins in a Cold War tank. That would be like epic.
Dude, if we had money, I would sponsor that.
Network TV, are you hearing this?
Приглашайте американцев побольше, почаще. Не обращайтесь к правительству, обращайтесь к организациям.
Why not? That would be, oh my goodness, that would be epic.
Офигенно было бы, ребята. Russia's leading. That is a pretty picture. The drones are so awesome, dude.
Yeah.
The footage we get today with drones.
Yeah, here we'd have an disadvantage, you know, all these old guys, you know, trying to run.
Like that?
I'd be like, ah, my knees! Oh, they changed crews.
Yeah, they're changing crews.
Oh, nice.
Here's the next crew right there.
So then, okay, so all these crews do different things. Oh, jeez.
That came in there fast.
Yeah, they'd have to give us a little bit of a handicap if it was Cold Warriors. I mean, come on.
The Russia would have to use Cold War too, guys, then.
No.
No?
No. I'm just saying you guys got to give us a little bit of a handicap because, you know, we're old, we're winded, you know. I mean, we might actually have one or two driving a rascal up from the tank. But.
Impressive, huh?
Beyond impressive.
What if
about the camouflage.
would you want to, if we go to Russia, would you want to drive one?
72, I wouldn't mind driving. You know, 72 driving and shooting. Definitely a T-34. But you know me, okay? I mean, my heart is a tanker, but I drove a truck for so doggone long. I'd be happy driving a freaking Ural.
Nice.
Or like a KRA Z255.
Kraz?
Yeah, Kraz 255.
Oh, they just said we would love to see guys from United States, Germany. He just said it.
I mean, come on. Yeah, exactly. This is like awesome. This is more America than anything else. I mean, I'm sorry, okay? I mean...
Maybe Trump will change.
God, I hope so. I wonder if Trump even knows about this.
Can you imagine
Lift
watching...
the freaking sanctions and bring the goddamn patent in there and let's blow shit up.
Can you imagine if Trump is sitting there with Putin watching this? How badass it would look like?
Yeah, see, the only... Yeah, I don't think this... No, the 60 didn't have a turret gun. Oh, man, your fans can't show me stuff like this. Now it's like... Oh, we could have so much fun doing that. Oh.
Yeah, I'm surprised that America doesn't have something like that here. All they have is best ranger competition. That's it, I think, right?
Military-wise, yes. I know there's a place in Texas that you can take like World War II tanks and actually drive them, shoot them, ride them, and do. But nothing like this. And it would be so awesome too. And maybe this is, you know, just a what-if-er in me. To see how well an M60 would actually go up against a Russian tank.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, everybody on the Democrat side is like, aha, our shit's better than the Russian shit. Aha, quality over quantity. Put it to the fucking test. Put it to the test. Well, they got the saw skin, but they didn't get the helicopter. The damn thing's just sitting there, man. We gotta rip that thing apart. We'd be like, watch this. We're not only going to shoot the helicopter, we're going to tear the tower out from below it. And then you'd have the Ministry of Defense going, why did we invite the Americans? These guys are stupid.
Everything's destroyed.
Everything's destroyed.
Not the technology, it's
Whoa,
the crew.
That's nice. Oh!
Oh, the wheel! Holy crap!
He threw a rogue wheel.
You said it! The Chinese tank is gonna fall apart!
Chinese tank is gonna fall apart. They threw a rogue wheel.
Wow!
Torque! 250 to 500 foot-pounds, dude.
Wow, Russia went through it like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So you think the T-72 is better looking than the Chinese one?
T-72 is definitely impressive looking. And then, yeah, the Chinese tank looks like some abortion out of IKEA.
Nice. But the Chinese are without a road wheel, and they're still going.
They're still going. And
until they turn?
That's impressive, but I'm telling you, the second they do a hard turn with that thing, because right now they're going to have to be dainty on those turns, but if they do a hard turn on that sucker or something, that track's going to go... Because it doesn't have that same... It doesn't have that same tension on it now. Maximum!
Maximum! They push maximum power, that's what they're saying.
Yeah. Oh man, this is like too epic. Oh yeah.
This is heaven for you, huh?
This is cool. This is like super cool. You know, the hell with it. Screw flying a Cold War tank crew. Let me just build a team. I know people.
They would love to come and do that?
I'm pretty sure I could grab 5 or 6 of my friends that would love to do something crazy as this. I mean, yeah, it's awesome seeing, you know, the best tanks, but, you know, a tank is only as good as its crew.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you can have the best tank in the world.
Right.
And you can have the shittiest crew.
Yeah.
And you can have the shittiest tank. Let's put it this way. I have a Panther tank, but I have an awesome crew. I have an awesome crew. I have some great mechanics, whatever. Okay? And I turn around and I go up against an M1 with a very shitty laid-back crew. I'll win.
Yeah. Look, they brought a Chinese boy.
Huh. It's the mascot. I don't know.
Mascot. The Chinese boy?
Yeah.
Chai boy?
Yep.
Boy chai?
Boy chai.
Boy chai.
Boy chick.
Boy chin?
Yes.
Chin boy. Uh-oh, is he gonna hit it?
Went right past it. Oh no, he hit it. He clipped it.
Looks like Russia got it. Russia won. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be making some Facebook posts here. I want to know who to contact. Who in the Ministry of Defense in Russia do I talk to about something like this for like a special show, special Olympic competition or something like that? This is too epically fun. This looks like fun. I mean, yeah, I mean the crews are probably all like running discipline, but my God, we'd be like, hold my beer, let's do this. Win or lose, we don't care. This is gonna be fun. America, you're stupid. You're stupid. This would be.
Не, ребят, вот было бы офигенно, если бы американцы тоже там участвовали. Может, что-нибудь Рей сделает и поможет, и напишет, скажет, ну давайте, ребята, там приедем, поучаствуем вместе. Офигенно было бы.
Yeah, I gotta talk to people. This was probably the best sport I have ever seen. And Americans love NASCAR. I love this even more than NASCAR. This is higher than NASCAR. These tanks are completely awesome doing this. I want the United States to get in on this competition. And I don't care if they have to use a freaking Stewart tank to do it. This has got to be done. This is absolutely epic.
Ну вот вы, ребята, посмотрели вместе с нами танковый биатлон. Я полностью поддерживаю Рея. Нужно, чтобы американцы приехали и тоже выступали за свою страну. Рэй, спасибо. Thank you for being here and watching
Hang on,
this.
I'm calling people right now.
Он сейчас звонит людям. Поэтому, ребята, надеемся, в следующем году американцы приедут. Трамп президент стал. Может, он изменит что-то.
Hey, Phil, how hard is it for us to get an M1 tank and possibly get a crew together to go to Russia for a game? No, a tank Olympic.
Он звонит другу своему.
What do you mean the FBI will frown on it? Look, okay. What about like borrowing my Sheridan from the museum? You think the State Department? What about an M47? A freaking Sherman tank. Oh, come on, work with me, man.
Любим вас. Целуем, обнимаем. До скорого, ребята. Пока.